Who here hasn't been to space?
Why?
You better not throw up on my ship.
Approaching jump in 3, 2, 1.
See that? The first thing that we're going to jump into is going to be the canceled Batman Beyond film. Last night a report came out for the planned Batman film starring Michael Keaton. We don't know who was going to be. Well, let me put it this way. A planned Batman film starring Michael Keaton was announced by Jeff Snyder. For those of you that know, we've talked about Jeff Snyder quite a bit here. Jeff Snyder is a credible insider. He worked over at Collider, I believe. Yeah, it was Collider. He worked over at Collider. And he dropped the news that we were going to be getting a Michael Keaton-centered Batman film. Well, then The Wrap, which is another very credible insider, a news writer from The Wrap said, I actually heard it was going to be a Batman Beyond film. Now, when this news dropped, it was like, it wasn't late last night, but it was a little late last night. So when this news dropped, I was like, whoa, a Batman Beyond film that is now not happening? Why are we not doing this? Yeah. Why is the Batman Beyond film not happening? And they wanted the writers from The Flash to do this film. She was going to write this and everything.
But didn't she left, right?
From The Flash? No, she wrote The Flash. They were going to have her write this, but she's not attached to this project anymore. But right. she still did The Flash. Okay. And this is what CBR. I'm going to go ahead and read you guys what CBR had to say about the entire thing. It says here, a new report suggests that one of the restructurings of DC Studios was a new Batman film starring Michael Keaton as Bruce Wayne. What's more, the project may have actually been a Batman Beyond adaptation. One of the latest editions of The Hot Mic with Jeff Snyder and John Rocha, industry insider Jeff Snyder, who has been on something of a hot streak in terms of accurate scoops. He's been on fire lately. As of late, reported that new DC bosses James Gunn and Peter Safran killed a solo Batman movie that would have starred Michael Keaton. The project was apparently being written by Christina Hodson, who has penned such DC Universe films as the acclaimed Birds of Prey, the upcoming The Flash, and the canceled Batgirl. After the podcast went live, Humberto Gonzalez of The Wrap not only corroborated Snyder's report that a Michael Keaton starring Batman film was being written by Hodson before being scrapped, but that it in fact was to be an adaptation of Batman Beyond.
Okay. I knew her name sounded familiar.
Yeah. Then it goes on to say, well, this is what Humberto tweeted and said, FYI, Snyder, the solo Michael Keaton Batman movie you're talking about that Christina Hodges was writing was in fact a Batman Beyond movie. Then it goes on to say that developed by Bruce Timm, Paul Dini, and Alan Burnett, Batman Beyond is an animated series that premiered on Kids WB in 1999 as a part of the DC animated universe. Batman Beyond served as a sequel to Batman the Animated Series in the new Batman adventures taking place in a futuristic version of Gotham City, with the late great Kevin Connery, rest in peace Kevin Connery, reprising his roles as the voice of an older retired Bruce Wayne. In the series, Bruce served as a mentor figure to teenage Terry McGinnis, voiced by Will Friedle. If you don't know who Will Friedle is, anytime I see Will Friedle's name, I get excited, just because I'm a big Will Friedle fan, because I am a huge, I think probably my all-time favorite TV show ever is Boy Meets World. Oh. I loved Boy Meets World.
Boy Meets World is such a classic.
It is a coming-of-age, amazing story when TV could actually be TV and teach you shit. Yes. I learned shit from Boy Meets World. Now, obviously, and when I say I learned shit, I don't know. Boy Meets World was one of those shows that it just...
You can always take away something.
Yeah, and it wasn't this Disney-fied TV shows that we get today.
Oh, no, it
got real. Boy Meets World got real, and it was a great show. So anytime I see Will Ferrell's name, I get excited. Anyway, he did voice Terry McGinnis, and he was Eric on Boy Meets World, Corey's older brother. It said, who took up the mantle as the new Batman. Batman Beyond ran for a total of 52 episodes across 3 seasons, concluding in 2001. Additionally, the animated feature film titled Batman Beyond: Return of the Joker, that's where I was just telling you about.
Right.
That film is so fucking good, man. That is that film with Batman Beyond, chef's kiss, bro. It's so good. Which saw Batman the Animated Series Mark Hamill reprising his role as the Clown Prince of Crime, and I think Mark Hamill is my favorite Joker. I think that Heath Ledger, he's my favorite Joker. Then it's going to be Heath Ledger. I think what Mark Hamill did with the animated, not just the animation stuff he does as the Joker, even in the video game stuff that he does as the Joker. Anytime Mark Hamill, it's amazing. Like it's pretty amazing. There's even, you can look on YouTube. There's interviews where Mark Hamill has been asked to read certain lines from the Joker. One of my favorite in particular is when he's reading the excerpt from he's reading the it's from damn, why am I blanking? I can't remember what it is right now. It's definitely going to come to me. But when he's reading that, they asked him to do it in the voice of the Joker. He is such an amazing Joker. Then for me, it's going to be Heath Ledger, but he is such an amazing Joker. But then it goes on to say that The Clown Prince of Crime was released in 2000. DC has since revisited the Batman Beyond mythos on a number of occasions, including in its comic book universe. Then it goes on to say Michael Keaton, because I'm going to read this about Michael Keaton, because Michael Keaton, as we know, would have been playing the older Bruce Wayne, retired older Bruce Wayne. So this would have been an adaptation of Michael Keaton's already established Batman universe. So this just would have taken place in the distant future after Michael Keaton's Batman film. So you look at Michael Keaton's Batman films, this would be the next installment to those films, just him in the future. Which this just sounds like such a brilliant idea to me. I don't know. Yeah, that would have been really, really exciting to see. Yes, man. And see, I think that they were going to even adapt it in with the Flashpoint. But anyway, it says Keaton originally portrayed Bruce Wayne / Batman in 1989 film Batman, or in 1989 film Batman. Subsequently reprising the role in 1992 sequel Batman Returns. The upcoming DC film The Flash will make his long-awaited return to the role, with the feature set to deal with the multiverse. Keaton was also set to portray his version of Batman in the canceled Batgirl before the project was scrapped. Was that thunder?
I think so.
Is it supposed to rain?
Not that I know.
That was loud as hell. Then it says, at any rate, the idea of that is loud. At any rate, the idea of Hodgson pinning a solo Batman movie with Keaton certainly tracks, seeing as how she wrote both The Flash and Batman. Oh, shit.
Yeah, it is. Like, a thunderstorm is rolling in right now.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Coming in within an hour.
That shit is loud.
Yeah.
Both The Flash and Batgirl. Moreover, many DC fans have long expressed interest in seeing Keaton return to play an older version of Bruce Wayne in a Batman Beyond adaptation. In his initial report, Snyder speculated as to why the powers that be may have pulled the plug on the project. So.
Okay, well that makes sense, because I did hear rumors about him coming in to Batgirl. Before.
Oh yeah, no, he was in Batgirl. Gosh, yeah, and we had seen, there were set photo leaks and everything of him in the exact costume. Yeah. There were even the set photos that leaked of the Batman, or from Batgirl, that had the spray painted wall paint of Batman and Robin, but in the Batgirl universe. So Michael Keaton's Batman was definitely in the Batgirl film. That was definitely true. Yeah. He was definitely going to be reprising the role there. But this right here really it doesn't upset me, because it just makes me sad. I'm just like, oh, like, damn, that sucks, because it's like, just disappointing. It is disappointing. And I was thinking to myself when they shared the news, why did you guys even share that this was even in development? Because now just to share it with us that it's canceled. I was like, yeah, that was news you could have kept to yourself, honestly, because
you just got everyone excited.
You got everyone excited for no reason, and
I don't have a Batman Beyond with Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
So.
So it's really sad. But I've also seen reports where people saying that this was going to be set in the present, and I'm thinking to myself, in the present, you can't do Batman Beyond in the present.
That would be weird.
Yeah, it's futuristic. Like Terry McGinnis, where Bruce is at that time, it's a futuristic Gotham. It's not Gotham from Batman or from the Batman animated series. It's not that Gotham. Gotham is completely different. All of Bruce's villains are, most of them, well, all of them are gone. Not all of them. I think we see some. I haven't watched Batman Beyond in quite some time, besides the movie when the Joker returns. I've watched that several times, numerous times, on several different occasions.
Almost done with the Crusader, so
yeah. But you know, it's set completely different. Instead of the Joker, you got the Joker gang that Terry goes up against and things like that. But this is something I would have loved to have seen. I would have loved to have seen Michael Keaton in this role as the older, still grumpy, get off my lawn Bruce Wayne.
Yep.
Mentoring a young Terry McGinnis, because everybody that has seen Batman Beyond, everybody knows how cool Batman Beyond truly was in 1999 until its end in 2001. I was in first grade in 1999, kindergarten in 1999. I was in first grade 2001. So moving on through watching the 52 episodes, watching the movie, watching, Mark Hamill on stage saying some of the lines as the Joker that he in his Joker voice, bro. It was just one of those. It was one of those movies, or not movies. I'm sorry. It was one of those series, animated series that I put up there with X-Men 97. I put it up there with the 90s Spider-Man animated series. Yeah. It is just classic. It's one of those ones that we as millennials, animated. Not just millennials, but just the hardcore fans really grew up loving. And it's such a good film. I keep saying film because I keep thinking of Joker. Yeah. But it's such a good series and film. Like I really love this, but I hate that it's been taken away. Hopefully they bring it back, because
that's
what I was just about to say.
There are speculations that that DC is, they're trying to get it right. They're trying to sit down. They're trying to,
yeah.
They're just trying to. I think everyone, honestly, if you think about it, from DC to Marvel to Star Wars, is just taking a step back.
Yeah,
because this last couple years have not been it.
Not for DC at all, and that's what I was gonna say. I think right now, I don't think it's completely gone. And here's why I don't think it's completely gone. I don't think it's completely gone because James Gunn. And I know some people have been trying to blame James Gunn for this and this and that, but what people also have to understand, and I know that this is hard to face or whatever, because you got to place blame somewhere. But if you feel that you have to place blame somewhere, that's what I mean to say. If you feel you have to place blame somewhere, it's not on James Gunn. And the reason I say it's not on James Gunn is I'm not using my whole Kevin Feige defense with James Gunn. I'm not using that. I'm saying James Gunn has been the CEO for what?
Couple months. A
month, maybe? Yeah. Since October?
Yeah.
So, a month. 2 months. This is the old regime. This is Walter Hamada and everybody that got the can, that left. This was things that they had previously set in place that now simply don't fit with the 10-year plan that Safran and James Gunn have moving forward for the DC for DCU. I mean, hell, we talked yesterday about the reboots and everything going on. What is it? I mean, from James Gunn's point of view, is it even actually a reboot? He said in a tweet, some things are true, some things aren't true, some things we haven't decided whether or not they're true. So it's like, we really don't know. But I think it's not completely off the table, because James Gunn also tweeted when it was first announced that he was going to be CEO, what do you guys as the fans of DC want to see?
I was just about to bring that up.
Yeah. When he said, what do you guys want to see? That, for me, as I said yesterday, made me hopeful and as a fan of DC, because you've got someone conscious like James Gunn that has his ear to the ground to what fans want. When he posts the picture of Mr. Terrific, James Gunn is completely interactive with the fan base on Twitter all of the time. He's always tweeting out things that he's either debunking things or confirming things or whatever it may be. He interacts with the fans. He answers people's questions. If you tweet him, if you're lucky enough, he might tweet you back.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. So I think it's not completely off the table, because last night when the news dropped, Twitter was abuzz. People were I won't say people were, oh my God, pissed at DC. more as they were just crushed, disappointed, and hurt at the fact that...
And it kind of came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Because like you said, it was just announced...
last night, last night, yeah. And it was kind of sad. They're like, damn, that was on the table, but you took it off the table.
Yeah.
Like, Batman Beyond is one of the coolest things in the Batman franchise universe. So it would have been really cool to see. So I think that with that being known, that James Gunn does interact with fans, with us all knowing how much time he spends on social media,
it's hopeful.
Yes, and knowing that he has his ear to the ground, that I don't think it's off the table. I think that it could possibly be brought back into, again, it's not going to tie, I don't think it's going to tie into their 10-year plan, and that's fine, because neither does Fale Abdu, Joker 2. Neither does Matt Reeves' Batman with Rob Pattinson 2.
I was about to say, the things that they're pulling, it makes sense that it's not adding up to their timeline. So if it does, just because that doesn't fit within their timeline and what they want to do with their 10-year plan, I still just do not. When I say I think it's not off the table, I don't know. That's not me saying we're going to see it within the next year, the next 2 years, the next 5 years. I know that by that you might be thinking to yourself, well, damn, how long? I think we could possibly see it within their 10-year plan, but again, they're going to get their 10-year plan. That comes first, I believe. Yeah. What they're trying to do with the overall universe is going to come first. But if enough fans are asking for Batman Beyond, and we have been. This is not new. We've been asking for this. It's been asked for sure. So if enough people are asking, I think we could see a James Gunn come out and say, "You asked for it. We're giving it to you." Yeah, let's find a way to get in there. Yeah, I mean that's just my speculation on it. I'm not really sure. It is definitely something I would love to see. So. But like, and also with the reports of it possibly being set in the present, that could have been a thing where the writers or James Gunn or whoever being conscious of Batman Beyond was like, wait, the present, why are we doing this in the present? This can't be done in the present. We need to rework this to where it is accurate to what the fans are wanting. Because if you put out a Batman Beyond live action film and you don't do it the justice that it is deserved with giving the fans what they want, sticking to source material, you're going to get backlash, and that's not a good way to start your new tenure as CEO of DC. Yeah. So that's just my opinion on it, my thoughts on it. I agree. I think just with all the changes within the DC universe between Rock and Henry and James and the shows that are being cut, the movies that are being cut, the ones that they're bringing back to life, I think it shows that they're really trying to get this right, and I think they're trying to get it right. The second time and get it right. Yeah. And you know what I mean? And just triumph and get up there to where Marvel is now, pretty much. That's what they want to do. David Zaslav has made it no secret. He constantly references Marvel or Kevin Feige when he's talking about the future of the DC studios. He's constantly saying, look at Marvel, look at what they do, look how Marvel does this, how Marvel does that. That's what we want to do. We want to emulate that. Because, as I said last night, the overall worldwide perception of DC is that Marvel is here and DC is here. Yeah. And that's just not the reality of it, because there are so many cool stories in Star Wars, in DC that could be told in live action that honestly, and this is, I don't even know if this is an opinion, it's more than a comic fact. Tread lightly. But that it's that really, if DC had their shit together, live action, those stories, especially now, Marvel's. That's just me. Especially now, though, like with everything that we have, like just in this cinematic universe, like what we have, and then like the future of it. I mean, I don't disagree with you. I think if they really got it together, man, if they would have gotten it together 5 years ago, let alone 10 years ago. Psh, yeah, because I'm telling you, DC's comic stories, bro. It would have been. There are some tough ass stories. Oh yeah, I think, and on not to constantly compare it, but I think in a way, not only does DC need this, but I think Marvel needs it too. I think they need that little like, oh shit. Yeah, okay. Because they're getting comfortable and they're getting lazy. DC could definitely rival Marvel. Oh yeah, without question. I mean, without question. It's just the perception that DC is what DC is because of what DC has been. That's not a secret. It's been put it out. What they put out has not. I mean, it's hit or miss depending on what we're talking about. Yeah, it's definitely more miss than hit, in
Yeah.
my opinion.
Yeah.
It's definitely more
I was like,
miss than hit.
yeah.
But they
Yeah, they could definitely rival them for sure. But you know that, like I said, that was just the news that had come out late last night, and it didn't piss me off. It just disappointed me. I was just like, oh, damn, that sucks. But you know,
Let's be hopeful.
yeah, stay hopeful as always.
Stay
Question is
hopeful.
for you: are you hopeful that we could get a Batman Beyond live action film in the future, or are you thinking no, it's completely done, it's not gonna be in line with what James Gunn and Peter Safran are wanting for their 10-year plan? What was your initial reaction when you saw this news last night? And or are you one of the ones that you don't care whether or not that this does or does not happen? Or are you also one that's like, no, I think Batman Beyond was great animated. It should probably stay animated. If you want to do it, bring it back that way. So let me know down below in the comments what you guys are thinking.